What's going on, world? Coming at you guys again. We got another quick video. The autopsy results and the truth in finding about what happened to the mysterious death of Nolan Wales. Let's talk about it. So, I really need you guys to take this into consideration. We have Nolan Wales and the truth in comparison to preservation of public safety and the systems that are in place. You guys need to start looking at this from a tactical perspective, from a strategic perspective. When you look at actually finding out what happened to Nolan Wales, do you let the truth come out to where Nolan Wales died from some significant or some specific purpose? Or do you let it be buried and say that, well, the reality situation is, nobody knows? Because if you let the truth come out and the truth comes out that there was foul play and there was a massive cover up, you've got the possibility of 2 doctors, a judge, members of the criminal justice system, members within the media, and 8 to 10 white kids and possibly biracial kids as well. That's a lot of people. Not only is that bad for a image for white people across the world when everybody is already, kind of putting white people on the spotlight for being violent and having a history of violence and corruption being in America and inequality happening in America and immorality happening within the medical community against people of color in America, and the criminal justice system being a predatory and exploitative system that unfairly treats black people in America. Now, those are all factors that have to be weighed if the truth comes out about Nolan Wales and foul play having happened, in comparison to just saying Nolan Wales was found unfortunately unalived and no signs of foul play or just simple drowning. If you were in charge of a business and it came that one of the products that you created or was responsible for was defective, and there was this massive cover up to make sure the public wasn't aware about the safety hazard of this product, would you, as a company, as a CEO, allow information to come out to say your board of directors, your employees, the media, so many people were responsible for intentionally producing a defective item and then intentionally try to cover it up, in comparison to just saying that, not everything's perfect? These are the things that you have to start worrying and you have to start weighing, right? Because again, if the truth comes out that Nolan Wales was unalived, whether maliciously or not maliciously, whether intently or not intently, but the narrative that there were multiple people involved in covering up the death of Nolan Wales, that within itself is significantly greater in negative information and negative blowback in comparison to just saying that he died of mysterious causes or a drowning. Again, if you guys want justice for Nolan Wales, you need to go get his throat today. Because every day that you wait, the more time you are giving them to facilitate some type of intervention in order to control the narrative. And with today's day and time, with modern technology again, we have the capacity to take someone's DNA and recreate it in the lab where we can regrow skin, we can regrow bone, we can regrow cartilage, we can regrow capillaries. Essentially, we can rebuild an entire throat using the same DNA. And if you were to go test it in a lab, it would still come out the same DNA. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference.